What's up everybody, Looster here, and today you join me at a very windy Sunday afternoon here at Crewe. The two train services just departed, the Transport for Wales double class 153, 153 362 and 153 507 departed Crewe with the 1319 Transport for Wales service to Shrewsbury, starting here at Crewe, and then the double London North Western Railway class 350 that departed formed the 1318 London North Western Railway service to Birmingham New Street from Liverpool Lime Street, which brought me in from Liverpool South Parkway. Yes, a London North Western Railway class 350/1 ride for Looster train spotting today. But yes, we are going to have a fun afternoon here at Crewe today. And yes, if you're wondering why you're filming on a Sunday here at Crewe, why filming at a Sunday in general, well, because there are two possible cool things that could happen. One, there could be a possible rail tour going past through, and then two, what was the other one? Yes, Lumo could be testing through today, as I am filming this video on the first day of the timetable change, because I am filming this on the 14th of December, so we could be seeing some Lumo trains going through on test. So those are two reasons why I am filming here at Crewe today. And also another thing to note, if you noticed a shaky camera today, it is because it's cold and I'm shivering. So yeah, I do apologise for the shaky camera throughout the video, if you realise. And just like last time, I am going to film for 2 hours today. 1 hour in this end, aka the southbound end, and then another hour in the northbound end. But if you do an about turn, an Avanti West Coast class 390 Pendolino is over there, 39129, with the name Brett on the front. This will form the 1323 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston from Liverpool Lime Street, which is just boarding here at Crewe now. I think it is getting ready to go now, departing from platform 5. This will call it Milton Keynes Central and then London Euston. So it is going to get ready to go quite fast, but he is ready to go now. And then also terminating in is 35125 with the 1325 London North Western Railway service from Stafford via Stoke, terminated here at Crewe. Nice tones, 39129. It is City of Stoke-on-Trent, by the way. 39129 departs Crewe now with the 1323 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston from Manchester Piccadilly with 39129. Doing the honours, and then 35125 has just terminated into Crewe now with the 1325 London North Western Railway service from Stafford with 35125. But yes, this is a really good station, Crewe. I really do like this station a lot, but yes. It is also the second time doing a long form video here at Crewe, and yeah, first time on a Sunday in terms of long form videoing here at Crewe. But yeah, let's not get too much yapping now, but I shall see us all when the next train comes, which is just arriving in right now, with the 1330 Transport for Wales service to Manchester Piccadilly with 197050, which is jam packed, and I'm not surprised because it is 2 carriages. Who'd had the brains to put a 2-car class 197 on a Milford Haven to Manchester Piccadilly service? But yes, as this Transport for Wales class 197 now arrives into a cold Sunday Crewe, I shall see us all when the next train comes. Now arriving in onto platform 11 is going to be the 1332 London North Western Railway service to Liverpool Lime Street from Birmingham New Street with yet again another doubled up class 350. Three 5123 is at the front. And 35402 leads up the rear with the 1332 London North Western Railway service to Liverpool Lime Street from Birmingham New Street with the double London North Western Railway class 350, 35123 and 35402. Arrived in over there is Avanti West Coast class 390 Pendolino, which is forming the 1334 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston from Preston. And I shall see us all what happens next here at Crewe, everybody. Now getting ready to depart is going to be 2 trains, 35125 with the 1333 London North Western Railway service to Stafford via Stoke-on-Trent with a 4-car class 350, 35125, getting ready to depart now with the 1333 service. And then also now getting ready to depart is going to be this Avanti West Coast class 390 Pendolino with the 1334 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston from Preston. And it is the class 390 heading off first. And it is 39134, nice tones. Departs Crewe now with the 1334 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston from Preston, and then 35125 is departing now. 3:51:25 departs Crewe now with the 13:33 London North Western Railway service to Stafford via Stoke-on-Trent. And as those two trains head off down south, I shall see us all when the next train comes here at Crewe. Now passing through is going to be an Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino with the 13:42 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston from Preston. Was on the Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino, and you will now know what that means. It's Penny the Pendolino! Yes, it was Penny, but 39122, aka Penny the Pendolino, passes through Crewe with the 13:42 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston from Preston. That is heading down non-stop all the way to London Euston. And yes, it is Sunday, so this has not come from Glasgow Central because it's Sunday. I don't know why, but still. But anyways, I did forget to mention start of the video, in case you've been wondering. I don't know what that was, but I forgot to mention at the start of the video that I forgot to mention the operators you will see. But today here at Crewe you will be seeing services by Avanti West Coast, London North Western Railway, Transport for Wales, East Midlands Railway, Northern, and maybe Freight if you get lucky. That's what I was meant to say. And I forgot to tell you, well, I might not have forgot, but the Railtour going through at 3 o'clock, something like that. And then it was a thing in the past now, but Lumo tests, which is not going to happen now as they cancelled the train. Classic. But yeah, I forgot to mention at the start of the video about all that stuff. But anyways, just down there is at East Midlands Railway Turbo Star, a Class 170 coming in out of the Crewe sidings, which is just going to terminate it now. With a East Midlands Railway Class 170 Turbo Star, this has just come out of the sidings, just down there. And looking at things, this is a 170-5, and it is 175, wait for it, 175.34. It was 175.32 actually, sorry. Looster. This is what happens when you guess numbers that are too far away. You just get them wrong. But yes, 175.32 now terminates into Crewe now, which has just come out of the sidings. And yes, with that little information, before this Turbo Star came in about the cancelled Lumo test train, what was really going to happen? There was going to be some Lumo tests for Class 222s, as Lumo are going to go onto the West Coast main line now for their London Euston Stirling services. There were going to be some tests today, but apparently they've just cancelled the train. Real Time Trains has told me, so that won't be happening now. But apparently the Railtour, the expected possible Railtour, I'm not going to confirm there will be one just yet, is still happening from Chester to Birmingham International, which will happen in like an hour's time from what I'm filming. But yes, Instead of the yapping, I shall see you all when the next train comes here at Crewe. Now arriving in is going to be the 13:55 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston from Chester, with a class 805 over row. This is going to be a singular 5 carriage variant, this one.
Is delayed by approximately 34 minutes. This is due to a fault on this train. We apologise for this late running and the inconvenience this may cause you.
But anyways, this Avanti West Coast class 805 over row now arrives into Crewe now with the 13:55 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston from Chester. And it is 8:05:013. But anyways, that's the Avanti West Coast class 805 now arrives in. I shall see you all what happens next. Now terminating in is going to be a doubled up London North Western Railway class 730 from London Euston. Anyway, 7:32:12 is at the front. And 7:32:20 brings up the rear. It just arrives, or should I say terminates smoothly into platform 12 here at Crewe. I've also forgot to mention at the start of the video, with the upcoming timetable change, or when I say upcoming, now, because I am actually filming this on the first day of the brand new timetable, so it is full of 7:30s now on the Crewe to London Euston via Trent Valley route now. No more 350s on that route. It is full of fully 7:30s, so expect to see these adventurers on the Crewe to London Euston route now, because I am filming this on the first day of the timetable change. And what have we got here? It's the Populino 39151 now arriving into Crewe now with the 14:04 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston from Preston, with a class 390 Pendolino 39151 now arrives in. The Populino we shall call it, because it is the Populino. And then now getting ready to depart is going to be 8:05:013 with the 13:55 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston from Chester. 8:05:013 departs Crewe now with the 13:55 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston from Chester, heading to its next stop of Stafford. Wow, what a lot of action we've got here at Crewe for a Sunday, a very cold Sunday. But yes, as this Avanti West Coast class 805 departs Crewe now, I shall catch you all what other action happens next. Now arriving in onto platform 11 is going to be the 14:08 Avanti West Coast service to Liverpool Lime Street from London Euston, with a class 807. I'm actually wrong, it is the delayed 13:36 service. 8:07:001's on this. This is the 36 minutes late service, so Ignore me with the 1408, it is actually the delayed 1336. So anyways, 807001 arrives into Crewe now with the delayed 1336 Avanti West Coast service to Liverpool Lime Street from London Euston. And as this now arrives into platform 11, I shall catch us all when the next train comes. Now departing is going to be the 1404 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston from Preston, with a class 390 Pendolino 39151, aka known as the Poppylino. And yes, it is Unknown Soldier. Anyways, this Avanti West Coast Class 390 Poppylino, well Pendolino, but we're calling it the Poppylino, departs Crewe now with the 1404 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston from Preston with 39151. And as that heads down to its next stop of Stafford, I shall catch us all when the next train comes. Now arriving in is going to be the 1411 Avanti West Coast service to Preston from London Euston with another Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino. And it is 39011 on that Class 390 Pendolino with the 1411 Avanti West Coast service to Preston from London Euston, and it is City of Lichfield on the plaque. Anyway, City of Lichfield Avanti West Coast 39011 now arrives into Preston now with the 1411 Avanti West Coast service to Preston from London Euston. And then over here is a Transport for Wales doubled up Class 197 with the 1410 Transport for Wales service to Swansea from Manchester Piccadilly, which is just now arriving in now. And as those two trains are now arriving, I shall catch you what happens next here at Crewe, everybody. Departing is going to be the 1410 East Midlands Railway service to Derby, starting here at Crewe with 17532. Anyways, 17532 departs Crewe now with the 1410 East Midlands Railway service to Derby, starting here with 17532, and then also depart behind me is that double Transport for Wales Class 197 with the 1410 Transport for Wales service to Swansea from Manchester Piccadilly, 197020 and 197124. Two trains having a race there. The 170 is winning because it had a head start the way the platform's laid out. Turbo Star versus Civity. Turbo Star winning is what I'm going to say. But anyways, 197020 and 197124 depart Crewe now with the 1410 Transport for Wales service to Swansea from Manchester Piccadilly. And as that heads down towards the Welsh Marches line, heading towards Shrewsbury now. As those two trains head off, I must say, I shall see us all when the next train comes here at Crewe. Now departing is going to be the 1413 London North Western Railway service to London Euston, starting here at Crewe with a doubled up London North Western Railway Class 730 Aventura, 7:32:20 at the front with the 1413 London North Western Railway service to London Euston, starting here at Crewe, 7:32:20 at the front. And 7:32:12 is at the rear. Making an awful racket. But yes, 7:32:20 and 7:32:12 depart Crewe now with the 1413 London North Western Railway service to London Euston, starting here at Crewe with a doubled up London North Western Railway Class 730. As I was saying earlier on, I am filming this on the first day of the new timetable change, 14th of December, and from what I've been hearing and confirmed now that there will be no more London North Western Railway Class 350s running on the Trent Valley line, aka that's the Crewe to London Euston route. They are now officially full of 730s, so if you are planning to go on the Crewe to London Euston route with London North Western Railway, expect to ride the Class 730. Expect yourself to be on an Aventura, as there's no more 350s on that line anymore, or no more Class 350s on that route, as it is full of 730s now. It is a fully 730 route now. But yes, as those double pairing of London North Western Railway Class 730s head off to London Euston now, starting here at Crewe, on the route that is full of 730s now. I shall see you all for our next train here at Crewe. Now passing through is going to be the delayed 13:53, another half-hour delayed Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pedalino service from London Euston to Preston. Oh no, it's 39157. Heading up to Preston now with another half-hour delayed service. Delayed 13:53 Avanti West Coast service to Preston from London Euston, and as that head up to its next stop at Warrington Bank Quay, I shall catch us all for our next and final train. Not the next and final train of the video, obviously, but the next and final train of this particular end of the Crewe station, as I am doing what I did last time, filming at both the northbound and the southbound end. But yes, quit the yapping now, I shall see us all for that train. Now arriving in is going to be a Transport for Wales Class 82 and 67 Mark 5 coach DVT. Wasn't expecting to see any of those today on a Sunday, so they don't usually run on a Sunday. But this is forming the 1430 Transport for Wales service to Manchester Piccadilly from Cardiff Central. (82:201) leads the front. And 67017 making a right racket at the rear. But yeah, that Transport for Wales Class 8267 Mark 5 Coach DVT now arrives into Crewe now at the 14:30 Transport for Wales service to Manchester Piccadilly from Cardiff Central, and then also departing from platform 11 is a double London North Western Railway Class 350 for Birmingham New Street from Liverpool Lime Street, with unfortunately a 350/2 at the front, 350/250 at the front, departing from platform 11, which is quite strange. And then 35114 does the job at the rear. But yes, this double-headed London North Western Railway Class 350 departs Crewe now with the 14:18 London North Western Railway service to Birmingham New Street from Liverpool Lime Street, 350/250 and 35114. And as that it's down to its next stop of Stafford, we are going to head up to the northbound end of the station now at Crewe, just a bit like last time. You know the routine. We are going to still see this 82 and 67 Mark 5 Coach DVT Transport for Wales train hopefully depart from up there. But yes, we caught quite a few action down here at Crewe. We are going up to the other end now, and we will hopefully be seeing some Northern trains, as that's the end where the Northern trains are held here at Crewe today. But yes, enough yapping now. But I shall see us all when the next train comes here at Crewe, up in the northbound end of this station. As we made it up to the northbound end of the station now, aka the quieter end for train spotting, but now arriving in up in the northbound end now is going to be an Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino with the 14:23 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston from Liverpool Lime Street. And it is a 390/200, and it is 016 on that. 390/016, 390/200. Anyways, this Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino now arrives into Crewe now, with the 14:23 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston from Liverpool Lime Street with a 390/200, aka 390/016. Which is quite cool to see. And yes, we are up in the northbound end of the station now. Also now arriving in onto platform 1 is going to be another Avanti West Coast 390 Pendolino 39131 with the 14:30 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston from Manchester Piccadilly. Also departing is 197117 with the 14:29 Transport for Wales service to Holyhead. City of Liverpool's on that 390. This 197 is departed with the 14:29 for Holyhead, with 197117 next to me. And then 39131 now arrives into Crewe onto platform 1 with the 14:30 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston from Manchester Piccadilly. And yes, we are up at the northbound end of Crewe station now. I think I've made that well clear that I'm up in the northbound end now, and we are getting a lot of action so far. But yes, as those trains we've just spotted do the job, I shall catch us all when the next train comes. Now departing is going to be the 14:30 Transport for Wales service to Manchester Piccadilly from Cardiff Central with the Class 82/67 Mark 5 Coach DVT thing. 82-201 with an absolute doppler. Oh my God! He's done it again! Oh, that was out of the ordinary, that! And 67-017 is at the rear. Oh my God, what a doppler from that Class 82 there with the 1430 Transport for Wales service to Manchester Piccadilly and Cardiff Central. Oh my God, that was an absolute doppler off that Class 82. But anyways, as that Class 82 67 Mark V coach DVT heads up the West Coast main line now at the start of the Manchester branch part of it, heading to its next stop at Wilmslow, I shall see us all when the next train comes here at Crewe. Now departing is going to be the 1432 London North Western Railway service to Liverpool Lime Street from Birmingham New Street with 35118 at the front. This caught me at the eye, this, as I was not expecting this. And unfortunately, a dash 2 on the rear. 352.54. It is one of the newer looking dash 2s I've seen. Well, when I say newer looking in terms of livery, even though they are going to be going. 35118 and 352.54 departs Crewe now with the 1432 London North Western Railway service to Liverpool Line Street from Birmingham New Street. One thing I've noticed is that looking at stuff, there's not been a 7:30, not even one 7:30 on the Liverpool Birmingham route today. I wonder if it's just me or if some of those 7:30s that went onto the Crewe to London Euston route, or if it's just a Sunday thing, I don't know. In my likelihood, it might be because the 7:30s are now on the Crewe to London Euston route now, no more 350s on that route, so they might have had a little swap over. So the 350s that were going to go on that route are now actually doing Liverpool Birmingham services, like before the 7:30s started service. I think that is the reason why I've not seen a 7:30 on the Liverpool Birmingham route today as I'm filming this video today. It is Sunday, so that could be another reason why, or it might just be me. But yeah, no more yapping now. But just those double-headed London North Western Railway Class 350s head off to Liverpool now. I shall catch us all when the next train comes here at Crewe. Now passing through is going to be another Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino. 390-039. Anyways, 390-039 passes through Crewe now. It just caught me at the eye as I was not expecting that coming through. But that passes through with the 14:42. It has actually passed through early, as the time now is 14:38, but this is the 14:42 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston from Preston, and full speed ahead through to London Euston. Avanti being 4 minutes early. Not often you say that every day, but probably another reason why that caught me out of action. But yes, as that 390 Pendolino heads down to its next and final stop of London Euston, heading a long way away, I shall catch us all what happens next. Now terminating in is going to be another Transport for Wales Class 197, terminating in off Chester now, which is heading into platform 10. And this is 197, 120, not 120, 122. The light put me off.
1426 Avanti West Coast service to Liverpool Lime Street. Forward Railtour and Liverpool Lime Street. This train is on 7 coaches.
Anyways, as this Transport for Wales Class 197 now terminates into Crewe now with 197122, I shall see all what happens next. Now departing is going to be the delayed 1426 Avanti West Coast service to Liverpool Lime Street from London Euston, with a Class 807 Everrow again, which is ready to depart for Liverpool Lime Street. The delayed 1426 service. It's delayed by like 20 minutes this. Loads of delays at Avanti today. .07007 was on that Avanti West Coast Class 807 with the delayed 1426 Avanti West Coast service to Liverpool Lime Street from London Euston. Has started up to its next stop at Runcorn. I shall see you all when the next train comes. Now arriving in is going to be the 1355, or actually messed up. Now terminating in is going to be our first Northern train of today, which will be a Northern Class 323. Terminating in off Manchester Piccadilly now. And it is an ex-West Midlands unit, a 323242. I almost said 323202 then. What am I thinking? But 323242 terminates into Crewe now with the 1455 Northern service from Manchester Piccadilly. This went via Stockport, but as that now terminates in, I shall see us all when the next train comes. Now arriving in is going to be the 1456 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston from Preston with another Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino. And just seen there, looking at that, it was 39121 and it was the Climatino. Yes, the Climatino now arrives in. Well, we call it the Climatino. 39121 now arrives into Crewe now with the 1456 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston from Preston. And as this now arrives in, I shall see us all when the next train comes here at Crewe. Now arriving in is going to be the 14:55 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston from Holyhead with a double up class 805. 805 003 is at the front. It is currently on diesel mode. It'll switch over to electric mode though in a minute. And 805 010 is at the rear. With the 13:55 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston from Holyhead now arriving in. And as this now pulls it into platform 6 now, I shall see us all when the next train comes here at Crewe. Now departing is going to be the 15:04 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston from Preston with the Climatino 39121. Which is just getting ready to depart now for London Euston from Preston. With the 15:04 service with 39121, the Climatino.
We are signed at 15:13 London North Western Railway. Service to London Euston is delayed by approximately 16 minutes. We apologise for this late running and the inconvenience this may cause you.
This Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino departs Crewe now with the 15:04 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston from Preston with 39121, known as the Climatino. As that departs Crewe now for London Euston with its next stop at Stafford. I shall see us all when the next train comes here at Crewe, everybody. Here comes the moment we have all been waiting for. The moment we have all been waiting for is finally showing up. Now passing through is going to be the Railtour from Chester to Birmingham International, the 15:10 service. Was great, wasn't it? 2 class 57s. The front was 57 315. I couldn't remember the rear unit as I was just too busy in awe after seeing that. Like, I can't believe it. But yes, that was a really good moment, wasn't it? 2 class 57s taking the Railtour through Crewe now from Chester to Birmingham International with the 15:10 service. Oh my god, I can't believe that. Them 57s did look good. Those class 57s looked absolutely amazing. But as they go through Crewe now, I shall catch us all when the next train comes here at Crewe. Now departing is going to be the 1516 Northern service to Manchester Piccadilly via Manchester Airport with a Northern Class 323. Three two 3242 was on that Northern. Yes, Northern. Class 323. For some weird reason, I almost said London North Western Railway. Well, I mean, that particular unit used to be with its brother operator, West Midlands Railway, in the West Midlands Trains family. But yes, that's that London. I almost done it again. Oh my days! Northern Class 323. Departs Crewe now for Manchester Piccadilly. I shall see us all for our next and final train of today here at a getting towards a dark Sunday Crewe, I must say. Now arriving in is going to be our final train of today, which will be a double London North Western Railway Class 350 with the 1519 London North Western Railway service to Birmingham New Street from Liverpool Lime Street, 35402 at the front. And 35123 is at the rear. There is also an Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino arriving into Crewe now with a service to Preston. But while that is arriving in now, we shall conclude today's video here at Crewe. If you did enjoy, please like and subscribe as always, as it would be a pleasure. It would also mean a lot to me and the channel. I have actually enjoyed today's visit at Crewe, especially for a Sunday. I have actually enjoyed it. It was really good. It was super fun. That 390 Pendolino down there, from what I can remember from real-time trains, it's 39148. But yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. But anyways, it was really good today. It was also great to see the Railtour going through, heading to Birmingham International. Unfortunately, we didn't see any Lumo tests like I thought we would, as they cancelled the trains, but oh well. At least we got to see the Railtour towards the end of the video, which was really, really good. And seeing those 57s just roaring through was just proper. But yes, I won't keep us around for too long though now. But as for me here at Crewe, I shall see us all in the next video. Peace out.